everybody. Hey, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So, I want to just take time, catch you up on where we're at. We didn't get a video out at the end of the week last week. We've been sort of tied up busy. We got a few things going on here at the farm. And as you can see, we got a track hoe or excavator out here covering up a burn pile that they took out some trees for us and some stumps. We're gonna open up some pasture for these girls so they can have more pasture back here in the back. And also, right here at the barn, we've had to take some fence down where my normal fence comes across here, and we're getting a pond cleaned out. Not only are we getting the pond cleaned out, but we're also getting it, making it a little bigger, expanding it a little bit. That's what I was looking for. So I want to show you all that, take you around and show you and let you see kind of what we got going on. Mr. Blake Gilmer from Hillsboro, Tennessee is doing the work for us. He's got a small excavation business, and I'll put his information up here on the screen, so any of you local people that need any excavation work done, you can give him a call. He does a real good job, y'all. He's very meticulous, particular about his work. You know, good enough is not good enough for him. He does a good job, and I appreciate that in a man. You know, it takes pride in what they do. So I definitely want to give you his information for any of you local people that might want some work done. These knuckleheads, they're in here with Brownie. Had to spend the night with him last night because, like I say, we had to let the fence down. But it's going to be nice in the coming weeks for them because I'm going to put a through gate right along in here, and then I'm going to put another gate in Brownie's fence, right along in there somewhere. And that's going to allow them to get all the way back there in the back where the track hoe is right now. He's covering up that burn pile that the trees that we had took out and the stumps weren't very many, but just enough to make it kind of aggravating to mow and stuff like that. We burned all those, and now he's taking the remnants, whatever's left of it, which ain't much. It burned down pretty good. Most of it was pretty dry. So he's taking the rest of it that didn't burn up, and he's gonna bury it, get it out of our way. So that'll be nice. But anyway, I'm gonna take you around this pond and show you kind of what I got on my mind about it. Okay, so I'm gonna start here where the barn is, and of course I know y'all seen my pen before, how we had a gate over there and fence just kind of come down along this bank here. Well, over time, this bank had got undermined, and the fence was actually in the water a little bit. And during the winter time, when the water would get up real high, it would run under the fence, and the mules would come down here and drink out of it, and they just kept mashing it down and undermining the bank. So what I had them do is come in here and build this bank up just a little bit. And right there where that blue mark is, I think y'all can see it. See that blue mark on the ground? We're gonna put a corner post right there and a gate to the barn. And then I'm gonna run a fence straight down where this blue line comes across this little bank here and tie it back into this corner post. And to keep the mules from getting in the pond, I'm gonna come off of this corner post, go out there about where the tractor's sitting, set another corner post there, and then go back over there to about where the tail end of that trailer's sitting and set a corner post there and box the pond out. In other words, what I want to try to do, I want to leave just enough room between the fence and the pond to mow around it, you know, to make a couple passes with a lawnmower. That's my idea anyway. So we've had them build this side up just a little bit to keep water from getting in the mule pen and causing trouble. I've had them do that, and they done most of that yesterday. And I've been busy, y'all, trying to get fences took down and working with them, trying to help them and whatnot. And I just ain't had time to do much else. So I hadn't had a chance to make a video or do anything, really. I hadn't even got to work May and June much this week. It's kind of good on May and June to, you know, have a few days off. And, you know, they're past their 30-day mark now. So it's good for them to have a few days, you know, 2 or 3 days. I wouldn't go no more than about 3 days. 2 or 3 days is plenty. Let them have some time off. And then we come back and, you know, do some more training and see how much they remembered. So that'll be good for them. And like I say, in this process here, I just ain't had a whole lot of time to do anything. I've been running balls to the walls trying to stay caught up this week. I did go look at some timber last week, so we're ready to go to the next job. Everything's set on that. The timber market, sawmills have opened back up. They got everybody on quotas, but they are back open, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we can get this election stuff behind us and things will move forward a little bit, I hope. And maybe people will feel a little bit better about spending money and whatnot. To any of you out there, you know, hardwood flooring and hardwood cabinetry and stuff like that, it's still a thing, y'all. You know, support your local markets, and you know, people like me, we depend on you. Our sawmills here in the States, they depend on you. You know, make it with good quality hardwood material instead of doggone cheap, you know, cheap mess that's just gonna fall apart. I know it costs a little bit more, but you get what you pay for, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so I'm still working with May and June. Like I said, I just ain't had a lot of time. I've been busy running around trying to get stuff caught up this week. Had a lot of honeydews I want to get done. Marcy had a tree over here in the yard and one of her goat pens that I had to get cleaned up. So I done that this week, and just been a busy week. Been a good week, but been a busy week, if you know what I mean. So let me show you all a little bit more about this expansion on this pond, and then I'm gonna roll in and let you see some of the work they've been doing. I just been kind of capturing little moments of it, of different times of what they've been doing, you know, cleaning the mud out. They got probably 1.5 foot of mud out of the bottom of it, which was, you know, substantial. It really helped a lot. And once they got that mud out, it made it a good bit bigger, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let me show you around this thing here, and then I'll roll into these clips and let you see the actual work being done. Okay, so looking back down, you know, that fence, like I said, if you look right here at this blue mark, our gate corner post is gonna set right here, and there's the barn, okay? And then that fence is just gonna run straight in line. If y'all can tell, see that blue mark and that corner post down there? That fence is just gonna run down there and tie into it, okay? And then right here, and it might be better for me to go to the other side and show you, I've been having them dig out back towards the yard a little bit. And you know, here's our yard. And I've been having them dig out a little back toward the yard to expand it just a little bit. Because what we want to do, y'all, the idea is whenever they get through and it fills back up with water, I want to stock it with some catfish and just have a small place to fish for the kids, and, you know, a food source too. But anyway, if it makes sense, if you look about halfway of the mule barn, the pond was over even with the mule barn. In other words, you know, the bank was way over this way, so to speak. They've already dug some out. We're gonna take it back to about halfway or so. And then right here in this area, on this hill, we're gonna take this bank back a little further, probably about another 5 foot or so. And then they're gonna get down in there and clean the bottom out real good. And I'll show y'all the finished product. I'll take time and show y'all that so y'all can see it after we're done. And then there's some dirt over here that's coming out of the pond where they're expanding it. And what my plan is for that, eventually, y'all, back there in the back, let's see, let me get around here where you can see. If y'all can see that pine tree that's back there behind the mules, back right there, I plan to build another barn back there for the mules eventually. And then I'm gonna put lean-tos on the barn for hay and for my equipment, to get my equipment out of the rain. And then this barn right here, I'm gonna tear it down, and them carports, I'm gonna tear them down and get them out of the way. They kind of look a little trashy, so I'm gonna get all that took down. And I plan to build a shop right there, you know, a place where we can get out of the weather and work. I plan to build a shop there eventually, and when I do, this field dirt is going to be used to build a pad for that. So nothing to go to waste. And then this here, this is a manure pile that I've been saving up. I need to get it spread. That's something we're gonna do in the next coming while. There's always something to do, never fails. So I just want to take y'all around and show you, kind of give you an idea of what we've been doing this week, and let you know what's been going on. I am gonna have another video of May and June coming up here. Should be the next video. I want to update y'all on what we've been doing with them, and kind of give you an idea. And we're going to be marking some timber hopefully this next week. Hopefully we'll start getting that done and getting moved in on a new job and get started on that. So we'll be back to logging, and we can show you some more logging stuff with the mules. So just be patient with me. I'm kind of slow on everything. There's only one of me and a lot to do, and only one of me to do it. But anyway, thank y'all for being here and hanging out with us and checking out our new project. This is something me and my wife been wanting to get done for a long time. We just hadn't done it, and really I wasn't planning on doing it exactly right now, but you know, Blake got kind of, you know, free to where he could come, and it was kind of one of them last minute kind of deals where we just kind of had to get going, you know, and that's okay. You know, I understand how things are. So I kind of stopped what I was doing for a few days, got everything ready. I had to take a bunch of fence down and all that good mess, so they could get in here and do what they need to do. And you know, now they should finish today. This is Sunday morning when I'm making this video right now. Sunday morning. Let's see, I don't know what the date of it is. November 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, something like that. 3rd, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so hopefully they'll be done today. I can finish making the video and showing you all the finished product. I want you to see the very end so you can see what it looks like with the fence put back up. Now this front pasture out here, where I'm standing at right now, let me turn around where y'all can see it. I don't want to make you drunk turning. Where I'm coming off this corner post right here, and then coming back out here towards where the tractor's sitting, I'm gonna do this fence, but at a later day. I won't do it today. Main thing is I want to get the fence put back up right here at the barn so I can get the mules back in the lot, and then I want to get them through gates put up in Brownie's pen so I can have access to the pasture. And I'm gonna sow the pasture down with winter grass. Excuse me. I'm gonna sow the pastures down with winter ryegrass so they'll have some green grass to eat this winter. I believe that'll help them in a lot of different ways, and we'll talk more about that later. But anyway, I'm gonna let some of these clips play out and let y'all see some of this dirt work. And if y'all are like me, you know, I'm just a boy kid. When I get around this big equipment and stuff, I turn into a kid again. I like watching them and whatnot. So, and I told Blake, I said, look, I'm not trying to get in y'all's way. I just like watching equipment and equipment work. And if y'all don't care, I'm gonna video it, you know. So I videoed some of it so all of us could watch it. Now y'all hear I was trying out an external microphone just to drown out some wind noise, and my volume didn't work out quite like I wanted it to, but this was the only footage I've got of the machines actually getting the mud out of the bottom of the pond. So I did want to show it to you and let you see what that looked like. Now what he's doing here, y'all, is he's digging him a hole. He's going all this remnants of this stuff that didn't burn up, and then it's not a lot, but you can see like there's some old rocks, small stuff in there. He's going to take and shove all this over in the hole, and then he'll cover it back up. And what little bit extra dirt that's left after it's over with, I'm sure they will be. I just told him to leave it right here because we'll use it around the farm, filling holes in here and there. We can definitely use it, so it won't go to waste. And this hole right here will probably settle, you know, over time. It'll settle and whatnot. So I'll have to put dirt back over it from time to time, and that'll be all right. It ain't no big deal. But down here, if y'all go back and watch the breaking videos, May and June, y'all can remember that we had several trees right through here, and over there was a big rock pile. Right over there, and there's a tree stump over in our little corral where we keep our hay at. But you know, we got all that cleaned up now, so now this is all opened up. It'll be so much easier to mow and keep up. And at some point I might even, down here in the very back on this flat, I may plow that and plant some corn or something down there, you know, for the mules. So it'll work out pretty good. And for those of you that's been following us a while, if you remember, let's see, I guess it was about this time last year. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, we were logging our neighbor's place, and as y'all can see, they've had it cleaned off. We logged it and piled all the tops for him, and then he had a company come in and get all the stumps up for him, and now he's got a nice, real nice, pretty place. There's that little pond down there on the bottom. It's a real nice place. He's gonna sow it down in grass, he said, and it's gonna look good. So, and we've got our place looking as good as we can. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, now y'all, he's gonna start, he's got his hole dug out like he wants it, and he's gonna start putting that old burn mess in there. And as you can see, it makes a lot of smoke, all that old ash. gonna run back and forth over it a few times and track it down and pack it, y'all. Then they're gonna kind of smooth it down, hump it up a little bit. That'll prevent as much settling as possible. All right, now he's gonna pack it down one more time, and Blake's gonna start taking the topsoil and putting topsoil back on it. Smooth it down, and we'll be through with this little part. y'all, they're done with the pond. They got it cleaned out. I'm gonna show you around just a little bit, and then I got to get busy over here putting this fence up. I wanted to show that to you today, but time we got out of church and I had to run to town and get some stuff. My wife went with me. We didn't want to have to unhook the trailer from my truck, so we took her truck and went and got some sack crate and some posts and things that I needed, some supplies. And the time we got back from doing all that, it's getting kind of late in the day, and y'all know the time's changing, so that's gonna kind of mess everybody up that works in the afternoons like we do. Anyway, I'm gonna persevere and get this fence back up right quick, get the mules turned back in here. So I'm gonna take y'all around and show you right quick what we got done. Okay, so they've got all the finished grade work done. Everything's done on that. They've kind of left this spot a little bit low because water comes out of our yard and drains into the pond. So that's gonna work out good, I think. And I've got plenty of extra dirt. If I need to add some dirt somewhere or take some away, I'll have plenty to do so. We're gonna get down in there and put a couple of 55-gallon drums cut out and make some catfish houses for the catfish to raise in. And hopefully get that took care of. While I was doing, or while they were doing the pond, I went ahead and scraped out the dry lot here for the mules. Got that all cleaned up, so they'll have a good clean place. I need to get some more wood shavings to put in my barn here. But we did get some done anyway. The girls are enjoying their time out. And Brownie, he's hanging out down there like he always does. He's just kind of hanging out on his own down there. Pretty good little horse for an old dog. He's 34 this year, y'all. Best I can tell. But anyway, so we got some fence work to do. I'm not gonna get it all done today. Main thing is I want to get this gate right here put back in, and I want to get this fence from there up to the mule barn. I want to get it put back up so I can get them turned back in here. And then I'll work on putting the fence up straight across here to where that pole is out there on the ground. Then we're going to turn to the right and go back over there to where that pole is on the ground. Surely that makes sense. And we're going to box the pond out, and then that way the mules can't get in there to it. And hopefully we'll get a good bit of rain this winter and fill the pond back up. And I'll show y'all some progress on the pond at a later date. But hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching, commenting. All the newcomers and new subscribers look welcome. I welcome you here. I thank you for being here. We're all just like family here. I enjoy hearing from all of you. Comments are always welcome. You know, I even welcome critics, as long as it's constructive and not ugly. I welcome criticism. So anyway, we'll put my email up here on the screen like always. If any of you need to get up with me, just holler at me. Be glad to talk to you. If we need to talk on the phone, we'll exchange phone numbers and do that too. Let's see, is there anything else I need to tell y'all? I'm trying to think of anything that's coming up here. I can't think of anything. The next video that I'm gonna try to post is gonna be of me working the babies again. Give y'all an update on that and where we're at and what we've been doing and what we plan to keep doing. And we are gonna be moving back to the woods here pretty quick. Not sure exactly how soon just yet. We got a few more things we got to tidy up around the house with this fence work and a few other little things we need to get kind of tidied up. But we are heading back to the woods. So for those of you that are waiting on the logging videos, I'll have them for you soon. Y'all take care of yourself. And as always, I'm gonna pray for you. Every last one of you. If you can hear me and hear my voice right now, I'm gonna be praying for you. Take care. Let me know if you need me. And I'll see you next time.